Alright, so where are we headed this time? Let's see.
Well, we could fight more trainers on either of those two routes that we went to. Just don't go, like, immediately to the right up there, because then it's going to make us fight N. I'm not sure how ready we are for it.
Okay. We've still got some lowies. That reminds me of like because we were watching Goblet of Fire last night. That reminds me of the band.
Oh, the band. That's what Allie has as her alarm.
Really?
Yeah.
How does that one go?
Oh man, I'm trying to think of it. Because all I'm thinking right now is the one song from Groundhog Day. Oh
yeah. And then it's just screaming, "No! Why did you die?"
Oh, there's that like horrible moment where like the crowd doesn't know he's dead.
Yeah, and just thinks he's on the ground.
Spoiler for a book/movie that you really should know about already.
It's like, oh man, they both won. They both won.
That's my son!
And Voldemort's back.
Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty good movie. It just is nowhere close to the book because it leaves out so many details that I think without it, the story doesn't really make sense.
Who do we switch to?
Lil Buddha.
Okay. Yeah, that's a big issue. Why does everyone know Pursuit? That time it was fine, but
yeah.
like, really? Really?
You know, I remember that now because our Whirlipede knows Pursuit. Yeah, Quick Claw.
I don't think it needed to use the Quick Claw there, but as it screams.
I think Whirlipede's pretty fast.
I mean, it is a wheel.
So, wait, is this like a clown juggler who has 3 Whirlipedes?
Yes.
Is that what we're doing here?
He's juggling Whirlipedes. Oh, that's weird. No, we are faster than it.
Because Whirlipedes are pretty big, I think. They're like big enough to be the wheels on semi-trucks.
Yeah, they're probably heavy too.
Maybe he rides them like a unicycle.
No, he juggles the Pokeballs.
Okay, so he's just juggling the Pokeballs that they're in.
Can you imagine him juggling the Whirlipedes though?
No, he would have to be like Superman or something.
Well, we want Erwin to...
Yeah, we
Erwin to get some levels,
We
too.
could put Erwin up front. He's part dark, so at least he resists Pursuit if somebody uses it.
I feel like that's like the game right now, is like
yeah,
things to avoid taking damage from Pursuit.
It's the Pursuit meta. Yeah, so we're really just challenging trainers right now and trying to get the A+ team ready. Oh yeah, that's what we want.
A- team.
Oh right, that's what I meant to say. I wasn't really thinking about what I was saying. So what we have here is an electrical zebra.
Oh man.
We're gonna set up a little sand tomb so we can't go running away.
Oh, that might not. He does not like that. He is burning with rage.
Now what they'll originally do is they'll sometimes set themselves ablaze.
Oh, he's not looking too nice right now.
Blitzel's kind of weird looking. I don't know. I don't like his big nose.
That was a crit.
It was a crit, wasn't it?
Did like no damage, but it was a crit. And it's another one.
Yeah, they usually travel in packs. What we have here is the first Blitzel's mate.
Was the last one female?
Hey, don't judge. They can do whatever they want.
Whoa.
You think there aren't any gay zebras?
I mean, if that hairdo, maybe.
Playing a little fast and loose here with a low HP Sandile.
Just does a triple crit. Does 3 times damage.
Ah, yes, the triple crit.
We're good.
And oh, giving us something.
I got an electric guitar. Cool.
Oh, I
cannot
think
use
that's
that at all.
I think that's for the musicals. Yeah. Well, you should probably not leave. Yeah, either heal him up or move him.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him some water.
Also, in that trailer that's back there, there's somebody who will buy mushrooms off of us, and we picked up a big mushroom in
Do you have a monkey?
Forlorn Forest. He might have a monkey. He looks like the kind of guy who would have a monkey.
No, he has something that's scary looking though.
It has some monkey-like qualities. You know, no, I'm gonna say monkey because it evolves into Darmanitan, which is at least partially a play off of orangutan,
That's true.
and kind of looks like a gorilla.
That did like no damage.
Yeah, I'm not feeling this, dude.
Yeah.
Scree it up.
Those accuracy's lowered at least a little bit, so we might get a miss. And we got a miss.
He made an uproar and it missed, so the uproar just like doesn't happen.
Yeah. That's how it works, right?
He's like, I'm mad, and you
That's-
avoid it, and he's like, oh, I'm not mad.
That's how Hyper Beam works too. You don't have to recharge
yeah,
if
you don't
miss.
have to recharge if you miss. See, if you fire a shotgun at somebody, but you miss, you don't need to reload.
Yeah.
Just fire again.
That's how it works.
I like Scree's little wiggles. He's a little wiggly boy.
Okay, who else is gonna battle? Ooh, you are.
Hello, I'm an old man. Hi, trainer. Let me turn to you with something.
Turn you into a work of art. Oh god, he's gonna paint me like one of his French girls. No!
I painted this myself.
I don't want this! I can't actually hurt it. That helps, though.
I mean, Assurance can hit it, but I'm afraid of that.
Retaliate can.
What? Assurance could hit it. It's Psychic type.
Retaliate's gonna do more damage, though, right? Oh, guess not. Oh.
Okay, well, I'm fine with that.
I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how the...
No, bad. It knows Psybeam. Switch to Absinthe, I think.
We're good.
And either Lucky, Chant, or Yawn, or something. It's probably gonna... Oh, I thought it would Psybeam because there was a poison type in front of it.
Yeah, these are kind of dumb. A crit's not really gonna do that much to us anyway.
Well, it didn't kill us outright.
And it's not gonna kill us outright a second time either. You can take another crit.
Do you want to Moonlight anyway? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to, but we could take another crit.
Mm-hmm. Did we keep changing who was going first there?
What?
Okay, well, you're about to fall asleep and you just whirlwind out. Okay,
This is fine. And
Yeah.
you loaded your attack again.
so maybe hit it with Assurance and hope it doesn't wake up.
It's not gonna wake up after turn 1, I don't think. Turn 2, maybe.
Yeah.
We're good. It's okay, buddy.
I don't like it. Sigilyph's a weird Pokemon too. It's based off those
Sigils?
yeah, there's actual things in I think Chile
Ooh.
that look like that.
Do we want takedown?
Probably instead of Double Slap. I just don't like that takedown hits itself for damage, but
Yeah.
at least it does more damage than Double Slap. I want Sludge Bomb, that's what I want.
Yeah, that would be pretty good. Or toxic. Oh, we can't go that way.
Yeah, no, if we go over that way, they're gonna be like, oh, the bridge is down.
Blah, blah, blah. No, actually, the bridge is up.
Alright, yeah. The bridge is not crossable.
I'm but a humble maid.
Yeah, give him the big
And the
mush.
shrooms. Mushrooms don't smell good. They just don't really have much of a smell for the most part.
Yeah. Like, maybe if you cook them with seasoning, you'll smell the seasoning.
Of course. Leopard.
I don't think we healed Steve Irwin.
Attack.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Pursuit won't really do much damage.
Yeah. So...
Eh?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I was gonna say, Leggy, but we don't have Leggy anymore.
Not on us. He's not dead, but...
Yeah. Yeah, Leggy's in the PC right now. I've thought about, like, maybe we should have put Leggy in the daycare instead, since we actually care about his levels more,
Yeah.
but I also really like Leggy's moveset, and I don't want them to change it all around.
I mean, we could take a look at what moves are going to be leveled up,
I'll take a look, yeah.
as opposed to what level he is, so...
Because we don't get access to the move reminder until, like, 2 more towns. That's a great ball.
Yes, it is. More fresh water. Yeah, we still need levels. Absence is leveling up really slowly.
Okay, so the next move Whirlipede's supposed to learn... At level 23, it learns Bug Bite. I think it learned that already. At 28, it learns Venoshock. Then Agility learns Steamroller at level 37. So, yeah, maybe it would be okay to leave in the daycare.
Drown's not good against poison, right?
No,
it is.
Yeah, I think it's super effective against poison.
Why?
Because you can't poison the ground. Except you can, actually.
Yeah. You definitely can.
You can make it unfit for growing anything ever again. You can irradiate the ground.
You can do all kinds of things.
That's an aspect of my job, actually, running proctors and probing the ground, which technically uses radiation to determine the voids in the ground in a certain area.
Huh. Looking for voids.
Yep.
Different. What do you normally do most days?
Well, the main thing that my group does, I should say, because I'm supervisor of my group, is we go to different quarries and asphalt plants and concrete plants, and we inspect their equipment, and we run tests on the materials that they're selling to the state to do road work with, and we're making sure that their materials are good.
Okay.
And any days that they are shipping out concrete or asphalt to a state job, we're basically checking them as they go out the door.
Okay. So you just have a whole bunch of people that come in your car with you, basically, or?
No, we drive separately.
Oh. Okay.
There's usually only one of us there, but I'm in charge of more than 20 different locations that sell to the state.
Okay.
So between me and my 2 underlings, I'm sending them to different locations depending
Underlings.
on... Yeah. Subordinates was the word I was looking for. Torment.
Dead. This is like a battle of attrition.
Yeah, Sandile doesn't really hit hard yet, is the problem.
Nope. He doesn't evolve for a little while either.
Do you remember when?
29? I like want to put Absinthe out first, but like I Pursuit
Yeah.
is worrisome. I like that noise.
Oh! Wow. Wow.
Oh, man.
Oh, I would have had to mourn Steve Irwin twice. No, switch him out.
We could do it. We could fight. We could hit him.
No, no, man.
It will kill him. What's the accuracy on it?
Well, it is a 100% accuracy, yeah.
So it should kill him. I mean, it could be like I don't know.
I just don't want something stupid to happen.
It doesn't know Pursuit, does it?
No. It knows Super Pursuit.
Use Pursuit.
There's so much Pursuit in the gym battle, too, that I'm afraid to use Absent there, either.
Yeah, it's... I mean, I think after this it'll become more useful, but... Right now, it is not looking too good.
This is also the generation where, like, all normal types also know dark moves.
Yeah, which is kind of rough. Wow, that's like almost no experience points. Actually, I'm just gonna switch out and probably go heal. Look at that 1 HP.
Ugh,
1 HP boy.
I don't like it. If you want, you can take the experience share off of your waifu and put it on someone else now that he's level 25.
That's true, but I kind of want him to get up a little higher anyway, so...
Yeah. I mean, it'll all come out in the wash. And we slap the bag of trash.
Slap the trash.
Slap in the bag. That's what you call it when you get, like, cheap boxed wine. And, like, you want to get every little bit of wine out of it before you throw it away.
There's a guy who, like, always brought to our parties, would always bring, like, a thing of boxed wine. And he would, like, just take it out of the bag and, like, put the bag in his pants. But, like, and have the nozzle outside. And he would try and get people to, like, drink it off of him. Like, it wasn't, like, touching any... Like, the actual wine wasn't touching anything. It was just really awkward.
Yeah.
And that was, like... This is the kind of guy. He just, like, would always try to be awkward on purpose.
Okay.
He was great. Okay, we're out of the...
Oh.
How did I not see you?
With this big bag. Well, pretty much everybody's at high HP, right? And yeah. Yeah, no, you got this.
Okay.
All it can really do is put you to sleep.
Pretty much.
I'm gonna break it open like a Fabergé egg.
Yeah, like a piñata. Oh, this guy would also have parties. And he would always have a piñata as party, and it would always be something like... like the
Something
president's
that wasn't
face.
candy.
Like
the piñata of something.
Yeah, president's face, and then he cut it open with a katana, and it had alcohol inside of it, like mini bottles.
Oh, okay.
Which is always fun, and that's how you get a bunch of adults to actually go like scampering for the stuff out of a piñata when it's candy and alcohol.
That makes sense.
Pro tip: if you're ever doing an adult party, if money isn't really a big problem, fill the piñata with mini bottles of alcohol.
Now, are they like some kind of bottles that won't break easily?
No, the mini bottles are usually plastic.
Yeah, okay.
They're like that big. I have some of them in there.
Okay.
They're meant to be like you want like a drink or two, and you buy one. It's like $2 for one when you buy. Yeah.
So many random encounters.
Yep. I know there's some games, some RPGs that I played where you actually can adjust how many random encounters you get. You can put it down to 0% if you want, which is interesting.
I'm playing The World Ends With You right now, and it has this really neat system actually where so you level up and your stats go up when you level up, but there's a slider then where you can choose to lower your stats back to what it was at a previous level, and in return enemies will drop more loot and more items and stuff like that. And you can do that at any time. So like right now my real level is 15, but I'm fighting at an effective level of 5.
Oh, that's
and getting
interesting.
all these item drops.
That's interesting. What's the max level in that game?
I don't know. But I mean, I'm not that far through the game. Like, it's enough of a different... I had to crank it all the way up for the first big boss that I fought. Right.
Okay.
To anybody who knows the game, I'm past what I guess you can call like the first arc.
Huh.
I'm more than 7 in-game days through it.
Oh. the first week.
Yeah, because it works on a... Similar to, like, Persona, it's, like, really important what day it is all the time. That's how
buffs.
it paces its plot, yeah.
Since you're, like... I'm gonna give this thing the experience share because, like, he's just not leveling up fast. Why do you have a scope lens?
Because I decided to just give it something to hold.
Oh, okay, just for the sake of having it.
Yeah. Because we were going to be fighting Berg, and I figured any little bit would help.
Yeah, that is true.
It's better than... It's like the Quick Claw. It's better than nothing.
Oh, I can't go this way, actually.
Yeah, I think you might need to go over and check the other side.
Go through that, the bushes of lots of encounters. And hidden backpack girl.
The Path of Pain. Oh, no. There was very little pain this time.
Yeah, a lot less. Honestly, it probably would have made more sense to go this way and just go down at that point, but whatever, I didn't do that, so... Backpacker Michael has a Palpitoad. There's still encounters on the other side, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there's still trainers we haven't challenged.
Alright, so we can fight them. Get out of there. Bet you weren't expecting that. Wow, that was probably the fastest battle we've had so far.
Yeah, wow. Hooray for Grass Knot.
Well, Grass Knot isn't...
It's not a great...
We'll never need one of these.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look. Money. It's a voucher to get money out of a Pokemon.
Pretty much. It's like a nugget. Except not as worth as much. Oh. Yeah.
Nugget's worth everything to me.
Yeah.
The real world Nugget was feeling really sick one night this week. I was really worried about her.
Oh no.
She was so sick. You know how we knew she was sick? Because we gave her a french fry
you told me this
and
last
she dropped
night.
it down on the ground. And we were like, oh no.
You told me last night, yeah. But she was not... Well, she was looking at french fries last night, though.
Yeah, she was already feeling better then.
She was like, all at 'em.
Because dogs can't tell you what's wrong with them, so you just don't know. You're just helpless.
Oh, okay, so we got a jailbird.
I hear it's even worse, apparently, with, like, cats and even birds, because they're much more, like... The general personality of them, they're very proud animals, and they act a certain way in the wild where the way, like, cat social structures and bird social structures go in the wild, they can't act like they're weak at any time because that invites more predators, because they're so low on the food chain. So, when they're sick, they're more likely to just try and hide and not be seen, and they won't tell you they're sick. And, like, if this is your pet bird, if they're sick, you need to do something about it.
Yeah.
So, you gotta pay attention to your birds, I guess.
Or you can just not have birds, I guess. To me, that is the solution.
I would never want to have a bird. Having a bird is like...
I'm sorry, I can't stand birds as pets.
I like them okay, but they're really high maintenance.
They're high maintenance, and they're noisy. And they're messy.
Nick has a really noisy bird.
Well, no, I mean, honestly, every pet parrot of, like, anyone I've known has always been, like, obnoxiously loud.
Well, yeah, that's... their main way of communication is to just scream.
I hate that. I'm sorry, I just cannot stand it.
But, like, at least dogs, when they're sick, they'll, like... A lot of dogs... Nugget's not so much like this, but, like... I've had Labradors before that when they're not feeling good, they come over and put their head on my lap and are like, Dad! I feel weird.
The other thing about dogs, too, is, like, you can kind of get them to stop barking.
Yeah, you can negotiate with them.
Birds are just gonna be like, no, I'm just gonna keep screaming now. Yeah. Deal with it.
Last time Allie and I went over to Nick's, actually, Lucy was being pretty good.
That's good.
Lucy Bird. And we found out she really likes Allie.
Huh.
Which she usually only likes men, apparently.
Huh.
Because she's a girl bird and she likes guy people, but... Nah, she was like... She was sitting on Allie's shoulder and she was doing a little dance.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I am just not a big bird person. Most other animals are fine. Not birds.
That would be cool if you were a big bird person.
Oh, man.
Like if you were like 20 feet tall and had
Yeah.
big avian wings.
And I just screamed all the time.
And broke windows.
The one our family friends have, like, if you, like, go away, it'll start making noise to make you come back, which is really annoying because I usually don't want to, like, deal with it. And it'll just start screaming, and I'll be like, oh my god, stop. So I'll go into a different room, and then it'll just start screaming louder, and it's just like, stop!
Lucy does that for Nick, because Nick's her favorite, that's her daddy. And she just, like, wants him to be paying attention to her at all times.
Just like, I can't do that.
Oh, that's a fighting type, so I would take cares.
Yeah, it's fighting dark, right?
Yeah, so Absinthe probably isn't a good idea either. Yeah, that could work.
Or is fighting good against ground? No, it's not.
Neutral,
It's
yeah.
good against rock. Ground and rock I always get them, like, mixed up.
Because they're both earthy, yeah.
They're both, like, the same brown color. And a lot of Pokemon are both of them at the same time.
Especially in Gen 1, yeah.
Yeah.
I never liked Steelix that much, because I really liked Onix. As a kid, just because I thought Onix was so cool and seemed so big and powerful in the show and everything. And it was so important that it was, like, a rock type, because it was Brock's main Pokemon. And then it evolves into Steelix, and I don't really like its face, and it seemed cool at first when I just heard about it, because it's like, it's Onix, but it's metal. But they make it steel ground, and I felt like the whole point of Onix was that it was like a rock type.
Okay.
And then later in the anime, Brock leaves his Onix and a bunch of his other Pokemon at home for, like, his siblings, because he goes back out to Hoenn and starts a new team. And while he's away, his little brother evolved the Onix into a Steelix. And it's like, don't freaking do that! It's the rock-type gym! Now your main Pokemon isn't rock-type.
That's true. It's steel ground?
Yeah.
Mega Steelix looks like a death machine.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I mean, Steelix is okay, but I just never liked it as much as Onix. Same thing with Scyther and Scizor, though I like Scizor a lot more than I like Steelix.
I like Scizor quite a bunch, actually.
Yeah, Scizor's actually awesome, but I just like Scyther's look even more.
Okay.
I don't know, I like the idea of, like, big scythes on your arms more than
So the clamps.
clampy, your clamps.
I just always thought the scythes looked kind of awkward.
I don't know,
At
I
least
thought it
in the
made it look
games.
like a death machine.
In the games. I mean, it looks a lot better in the anime.
Yeah.
But
Not that I really watched the anime since, like,
Same.
in the last, like, 10 years, but...
alright.
Oh, wow, Pokemon anime's been going for, like, 20 years.
A long time. You can't really do much to me here, can you? This is probably a bad idea because Poison Point.
Yeah, you might need to switch out.
No? Well, he knows Pursuit. But it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you're Dark type and you'll resist it. Lil Buddha would work, or... Yeah, it's probably your best bet.
I'm just terrified about this thing dying. It's so fragile.
Oh, well,
That's fine. You probably won't be able
there's
to deal
that.
with this. Free switch him. It hits so hard, but
Done.
it's like so easy to die.
Yeah. And it just, like, randomly misses sometimes because of hustle.
Which is like, but I mean, I think the increase in damage is like,
Yeah.
that's an absurd amount of extra damage.
But that's why I like Quick Claw on him, because at least given everything else, you might as well make him, like, sometimes fast.
Well, he actually has good speed.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, this is probably one of the better Pokemon that we have. Like, actually being, when we're talking about viability.
It would be great if it wasn't a Nuzlocke.
Oh yeah, it'd be tremendous, but it is.
I'll feel a lot better when it evolves and Hustle becomes sheer force, so it doesn't lose accuracy anymore.
Yeah, that will be a lot better.
Because, yeah, nothing messes you up in a Nuzlocke worse than missing.
And crits.
Yeah, and just like
Well,
wasting
crits,
a turn.
crits are the biggest thing, but
Crits and random mischance.
yeah, those are the 2 worst things. Oh, I was gonna fake out and I didn't. Grass knot's probably better. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? You know how that move even works?
Oh man, check out this this cat fight.
Except I'm like, I don't know how. Like, what is grass knot even like actually happening?
I always imagined it was you were controlling the grass underneath them to grab them and trip them. Which is why
it is a trip. I know it's a trip.
Which is why it does more damage if they're heavier.
But it's so weird. Like, how can Viper do that? Viper can control grass now.
Because of a TM, because we use technology basically to alter it.
We use technology so it can control grass.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Well, think about it. Pokemon are able to be like transferred into data and put on a PC, and then you have TMs, which are discs. So we kind of like modified its genetic code.
I love how, what game was it where you just like put the disc on
yeah,
their
it just puts the CD on their face.
How does the disc work? Is it like, do you do that and you slap the disc on their face, or is it like a video that they watch?
I don't know. See, I would think you would need some kind of, like, something to read the disc and transfer. Like, I would think you'd need some kind of converter. Just like Liefeld opens
and you put that on their head.
Liefeld opens its mouth and you put the disc in and it like zzz, like goes in.
And then it like licks its lips.
Or you put it on its tooth and it spins.
You don't want to see where it comes out. That's why for a long time they thought they were single use.
It poops it out as a thumb drive.
Yeah, and it took them what, 5 generations to realize that you could actually reuse that, because everyone was just throwing it away when it came out because they didn't want to mess with it. But if you want to be really thrifty, you can just reuse the poop disc.
It's reusable. It kind of smells though. We've taught a bunch of Pokemon grass knots.
It's pretty fast too. They just poop it out right away. It's like coffee. I think I broke him.
This is my new favorite headcanon. This is how TMs work from now on.
I just have an image of like every Pokemon's jaw unhinging and just going straight up at a 90-degree angle. And you just put it in on their tongue, and the tongue just retracts back into the recesses of their mouth and they close.
Oh my god.
Wait, what about Whirlipede? How does Whirlipede eat it?
A Whirlipede's easy because it's already round, so you just like load it into the sign.
Oh man, God, that is something.
That was a terrible discovery.
No, that's an amazing discovery.
The internet is worse for us making it.
The history of TMs.
Yep.
The dark, dark history of TMs.
Well, I remember in the Pokemon card game, eventually they had trainer cards that were TMs, and they were like boxes. And that never really...
Wait, there were TMs in the card? How did that work? It just gave the Pokemon a move?
Yeah, I think you like equipped it more or less to a Pokemon, and then there was an extra move it could use.
Okay.
Like, it was like, let's say it was a TM for Grass Knot. It would be, equip this to any grass-type Pokemon. Mm-hmm. It may now use this move.
Okay.
Takes 2 grass energies. Da-da-da-da.
I never liked the energy system.
Yeah, that was just like a weird way of like keeping type. I don't know. I haven't played it in a long time. I know they've like made a lot of changes, but at least in the early days, the Pokemon card game wasn't a very good card game.
No, I don't think it really ever became a very good card game. It wasn't like Yu-Gi-Oh, which is like the opposite, where it was like decent at first, and then like after like 6 months, it just went downhill and kept going downhill and kept going downhill and kept going downhill.
I remember the first like 3 sets of Yu-Gi-Oh had no balance whatsoever.
Oh, well then it just was never good.
And then it got better.
And then it got really bad.
And then yeah.
And then it just had no balance at all
Power
again.
creep set in, and everything was like so. Like everything had a theme. So you would get a booster pack, and it would be like, oh, this is like an elemental hero. I can't use it unless I have like an elemental hero deck, so forget that. Oh, this is like a part of the Ojama set. This is part of the like Gravekeepers.
This is part of the motorcycle duelist set.
Yeah, like so. like all decks then were like very specific groups of cards. It wasn't like
I remember our friend Joe had like this dimensional deck, and what it did
screw that deck.
was it was stupid. It just changed it so whenever a card goes to the graveyard, it instead got removed from play, and that like messed with so much stuff because everything specifically was like not when this thing dies, it's when it goes to the graveyard, and since it didn't go to the graveyard, half of the effects in the entire game just didn't work.
Yeah, and then
it was miserable.
And then he'd have monsters that like got more powerful for every card removed from the game.
It was really stupid. I always like in like card games. I always liked focusing on like really fast decks that were like, because I know in Yu-Gi-Oh I played one that was like you didn't need any summonings, like special summoning at all. It was all like normal summons.
Oh yeah, there weren't any tributes.
Yeah, I didn't have any tribute. I actually had Mask of Restrict. I don't know if that became illegal at some point, but I had it at one point, and I used that, and it was basically like, yeah, you can't tribute summon now.
You might want to switch.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Percy out. I had very few tribute summons, but mine was actually the opposite. Mine was a defensive deck.
Yeah.
And it was designed to lock down the field and then do damage over time while they couldn't do anything.
Mm.
So it would be stuff like Gravity Bind and different shutdown cards like that. Also, almost all of my monsters were flip effect monsters, so everything I played was always face down defense mode.
Oh, yeah.
And my field would just be like a whole, like 2 rows of face down cards all the time.
Oh. I ran a lot of like water creatures, and like I know I had piercing. So I would always do like it would be like 4-star 1850 piercing.
Okay.
And like you can't do tributes, so it would be like you can't put anything big out, and you're probably not going to get something that has higher attack than this. So,
I can't remember what the other card was that I'd use with Gravity Bind, but it effectively made it so that nothing could attack.
What was it? I know in Magic my deck was my deck in Magic that got stolen. The one that I used was it was like white, blue, green, and it was all like the whole deck ran on 3 mana or less, and it was all about stacking little auras on top of one creature to make it ginormous.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And it was really annoying because it would be like, oh, I put this aura on and this and this. This is a 20/20 attacking you now.
And I'm sitting there like, dude, you have 3 lands on the field. What the hell?
Well, the thing is, like, it functions on 3 land, but when you have 6, it's like, cool, now I can play like
now
a
I can
whole
do it
bunch
twice
of stuff.
as fast.
Or it would be like a lot of repeats of the same card. So I'd have like 4 Rancor, 2 Daybreak Coronet, 4 Core Spirit Dancer, 4 Gnarlids, like all. And the big thing about them was like the main things I used to attack would get more points based on for every aura. So like every aura you equipped, in addition to getting the effect, you would get +2/+2.
Yeah, so you were.
So it just like snowballed out of control. But I mean, like, if you send it back to my hand, I start crying because all those auras go away.
But that's what I liked about Magic, at least more than how Yu-Gi-Oh was after a certain point, because except for like the colors, all cards were modular. Like new sets of cards that came out could still make great combinations with older sets of cards.
Yeah, that's true.
And there were certain strategies, not all cards went together well, but...
Yeah, there would be, like, new ones that had new effects, and there would be, like, a little bit of that. Like, you wouldn't run, like...
You didn't have any, like fusion monsters. Fusion monsters, as, like, a concept is kind of cool, but the problem is, in effect, you need these 2 exact cards and, like, polymerization.
Which I think you could only have 1 in your deck, right?
Well,
I know that card was rare.
Yeah, later they made it less rare.
I remember polymerization was hard to actually get. I had 1.
I did have a deck that was Elemental Heroes, and that was like the one situation where I actually liked fusion monsters, because the idea was you had these like 8 or so different monsters that basically all of them could fuse together to make something. And then I had cards like Fusion Gate that stayed on the field and let you fuse things for free.
Do what I cut here.
Yeah, so we should probably cut it down. I could talk about card games forever, but yeah. Alright, so thanks for joining us on another Grindcast.
Ooh. We've gotten somewhere.
We might do some more grinding, like, not as an episode, but we'll keep the cameras on anyway, just in case something terrible happens to the A- team here.
Oh man, that would be bad.
Yeah, but we're in pretty good shape. We haven't lost anybody for
A little while.
A while now. Yeah, we have a big team going.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm the Comic Foil.
I'm Pad.
And we will catch you next time. See you later.